Hello, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design, and it is early in the morning, late at night, Monday. What day is this? July 13th? I guess so. But yeah, I am up late at night drawing, and I'm going to be drawing Batman for a friend of mine who asked me to draw a picture of Batman for her. So I figured I'm up, might as well do it, and might as well have you guys watch me if you would be so kind. But anyway, if you don't know, I am an illustrator, graphic artist, and I draw cartoony stuff for a living, freelance. So if you guys would like me to draw something for you as well, please feel free to contact me via Facebook or Twitter, or I guess any of the other methods of contact that are in the description down below. So just feel free to DM me and let me know if you want me to draw you something, and I will send you a price list, and I'll be happy to draw it for you within reason. No creepy, weird stuff. All right, let's see. Ray Thulu's here. How you doing, Ray Thulu? Good seeing you. He says, go to sleep, Jiminy. I will, but probably not until the dawn. Fly Fox Pro says, what is this? A stream for ants? I don't quite understand that. A stream for ants. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think everybody's welcome, not just ants. But let me turn the fan on, and so it's a little cool in here. And let me check, make sure the air conditioning's on. Hold on 1 second. It was a little warm, so all right, it's on. Okie dokie. So I hope you guys are all doing well, staying out of trouble, staying out of mischief. I'm doing okay. Things are going pretty good. Although my beloved 3D TV died a few days ago, and I'm desperately trying to find some way to fix it without having to buy a new TV, because I love my 3D TV. I've had it for almost 7 years, and it's been awesome. And I have over 150 3D movies that I would love to continue watching on it, but it might be dead. So there's no screen. Turn TV on, it's just black, but you can still hear the sound. So I'm like, dang it. So I've been checking YouTube trying to find some quick fix for it. And all I can find are like really complicated fixes that involve me taking the TV apart, which I am not going to do. So fortunately, flat screens are pretty cheap nowadays. You can get a new one for a few $100s. So, but 3D models have been out of commission for the last probably 5 years. They stopped selling them around 2015. So I'm kind of out of luck when it comes to getting a new 3D TV. I'm just going to get a standard TV, or not standard, but you know, a non 3D TV, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? What can you do? Hey, Yash is here. How you doing, Yash? Good seeing you. Nighthawk Warrior's here. He says, wow, late night stream. What's with this live stream? It's 4:15 a.m. for. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. Bye. Peace out. Okay. You have a good night, Nighthawk Warrior. Anyway, I'm going to start drawing. My tablet will stop acting up. Am I wearing the white glasses? Yes, I am. Okay, good. So I can actually see. I'm going to start drawing Batman. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yash says 3D TV, is that something from the 1980s? No, it's not. It's something from the early 2010s. And they were very popular for about 3 or 4 years. I think right after Avatar came out, they became really popular. And then they just sort of died out around 2015. They stopped making them because I guess it wasn't enough consumer consumer whatever appeal or demand, consumer demand. That's the word. And so they stopped making them. And I've been hoping that mine would last for at least a decade, so I can enjoy a good decade of yummy 3D movie goodness. But sadly, it seems to have come to an end. Ray Thulu says, yes, back to a lowly 2D TV, something like some sort of pleb, harumph, I say. Yes. Yes, only the little people watch 2D TV. Us highbrow folk watch 3D because we're an extra D above the rest. Like that. See, 2Ds down here, 3Ds up here. So I prefer being up here with the 3Ds. But no, I always loved 3D TV, even 3D, even when I was a kid. I used to wear the little red and blue glasses. But then when they came out with the 3D TVs, they had just the regular clear glasses that you can wear at the movie theater. And actually, you can take the glasses from the theater, and I would take them, and instead of putting them in that sort of disposal box when you leave the theater, I would just take it home with me, and then I would use that to watch on my 3D TV. So I had a whole bunch of glasses to go with my TV. But now they're all just junk. So I'm very depressed, very sad, very sad. Awful Redneck Gaming says, luckily you can get some huge 4K TVs for a low price. Yeah, that's true, but they're not 3D. And, I'm not really, I mean, I guess 4K is okay, but it's, from what I hear, it's like, the human eye can only see so much detail. And, you can never see enough detail to justify a 4K. So, I mean, it's cool, but I'd much rather have a 3D TV than a 4K TV because I can actually see things in 3D and stuff. I can watch Avengers Endgame and Avengers, what was it? Not Secret War, but what was the first one? Infinity War. I can see that in 3D. So that was cool, I thought. Hey, the Metal's here. How you doing? Ahoy. Ahoy there, the Metal. A lot of you guys are up now. 7 people are watching. That's cool. Thank you very much. My tablet will stop goofing around and giving me weird notices. And if I can find my pencil, I will start drawing. I'll start drawing the Batman. Let me turn the brightness on my tablet up a little so I can see better. All right. Yesh says, those who have virtual reality gaming headsets. Oh, they have those virtual reality gaming headsets nowadays. I don't feel like wearing like a 20-pound headset to watch a movie. But anyway, I'm going to start drawing once this thing stops giving me a headache. Fly Fox Bar says, I don't want to sleep ever again. I drew a ton of stuff today. Oh, good. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, so I'm sad about my TV. And I'm going to have to take time now to look all over the interwebs and to try to find a replacement. And that's going to take, at least for me, it's going to take a while because I tend to be very kind of finicky about spending hundreds of dollars on something. So I tend to look at a lot of different things and look at reviews and pros and cons and blah blah blah, and so it just takes forever. So I'm probably not going to get a new TV probably till, I'm guessing, at least next week. So I guess that's good, being TV free. Although I'll probably be watching TV on my computer. So I won't be completely TV free. I just won't have a TV. I just won't be watching on a TV. My wife will be TV free, but I'll be watching on my computer. Awesome Fox Gaming says, hi, I just drew the Super Sons and Batman and Superman. Oh, cool. Very cool. Now, which Super Sons did you draw? The current ones or the classic 1970s Super Sons? Because those were the cool Super Sons, the ones with the sideburns and the 1970s clothes and the what are they called? The platform heels and the bell bottoms. Those were the real Super Sons. Yesh says, sounds like our fantastic governor may be re-shutting down our state again. Hooray! Oh yeah, Yesh lives in Washington, where they allow thugs and murderers to take over the streets of Seattle. Yeah, that's great. Damien and Superboy. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Now hold on. Oh, you were drawing them. So were you drawing like young Superboy or like current, like 25-year-old Superboy? I didn't like how they aged him up. I thought that was kind of dumb, but what can you do? Except complain, which I do a lot. I like complaining about things I don't like. Let's see. Let me just make sure that, all right, you guys can see it and that I'm staying on screen while I draw. Oh, young Superboy. Okay, cool, good. Yeah, I really liked it when they had Jonathan Young. I just thought it was just really just a cheap cop out to age him up and do that. So, like I said, there's nothing you can really do other than just I don't know, do like you're doing. Just continue to draw him as a young kid in defiance of DC's stupidity. Fly Fox Pro says Bendis is the devil. I just say that Bendis is actually Lex Luthor playing a prank on everyone, on every Superman fan, because he looks like Lex Luthor. So I assume that he is in fact Lex Luthor, and he has manipulated his way into DC Comics to becoming one of its top writers, and is now enacting his plot to destroy Superman from within. Fly Fox Pro, sorry, not Fly Fox Pro. Awesome Fox Gaming says your Batman looks amazing. I haven't finished it yet. It may end up looking really bad. Look, I'm drawing his nose all wrong. There it is. Yeah, I'm kidding. I won't do that to Batman. Batman's cool. Uh-oh, shoot. Can't find my eraser. Hold on. Oh, found it. Good. I was afraid it'd be stuck like this. That was not really good. That would be bad. You don't want Batman looking like this. You want Batman looking cool. Or at least not goofy. Fly Fox Pro says, don't insult Lex Luthor like that, bro. Hey, I'm just saying, Lex Luthor's evil. Bendis is evil. They're both bald. I don't know. It would not surprise me. It's better than my Batman drawing, says Awesome Fox Gaming. How long have you been drawing for? I've been drawing for, oh sheesh, oh no. I don't want to give away my age. I've been drawing for over 10 years. Let's put it that way. That's a good round number. I've been drawing since I was little. There you go. That doesn't give away too much. And you may notice when I draw Batman, I tend to draw Bruce Wayne, and then I put the mask on top of his face. I don't know why. I think it's partly because part of me likes to know that, I don't know, there's something about, at least for me, knowing that the character actually will fit inside the mask and that he actually fits fits Batman. I guess what annoys me sometimes when I see Batman drawn, I see him drawn basically like an old man, like Judge Dredd, where he has like all these lines on his face. He's all frowny and stuff, and he's like, he's all grimacing and stuff. And he looks really kind of scary with the Batman mask on, but his face without the face that's exposed looks really scary and kind of ugly. And then I'm thinking, it's like, if he looks like that with a mask on, if you took that mask off, he would look horrifying. Why would anyone think that Bruce Wayne is some sort of handsome playboy if he looks like that with the mask on? even as exposed space. So I tend to draw Bruce Wayne under the mask first, to kind of to make sure that he at least looks, I guess, handsome, and then I'll draw Batman on top of him. If that makes sense. Yash says Jason is 50, I think. No, I'm not. There, I gave it away. You thought you gave it away, but you failed. Awesome Fox Gaming says, but I'm also about to draw the Bat family. I've been drawing for a little. Oh, good, cool. The Metal says he's been drawing for longer than he hasn't. That is true. I've been drawing for longer than I have not. That is also true. Yash says, I think you should make Bruce Wayne look like Quasimodo. That'd be cool. Actually, Bruce Wayne had Quasimodo working for him for a while. He had some hunchback. What was his name? I can't remember his name. He had some hunchback genius working in the Batcave, like an idiot savant, and he had him squirreled away in the Batcave, making him bat gadgets for years. This is back in the 90s, I think. I can't remember his name, but he ended up getting killed. So I guess Bruce Wayne doesn't have to worry about that guy giving away his secret identity anymore. Fox Gaming says, my favorite Robin is Nightwing. Yes, he is my favorite as well. He is the only Robin. And he's not the only Robin, but he's to me, he's like the only Robin worth paying attention to. He's the original, the OG Robin. Yeah, I've never, I don't know. I mean, the other ones are okay, I guess, but I've never, something about, Dick Grayson that just, he's just cool. He's like the happiest Robin. He's the one with the least angst. He's the one who's like the perfect sort of contrast to Batman, because Batman's all grim and dark and stuff, and you want Robin to be sort of his, in a lot of ways, his polar opposite, to balance him out. And Damian definitely doesn't do that. I mean, Damian's worse than Batman. He's like a little psycho. All the other ones are sort of just sort of cheap copies of Dick Grayson, except not as cool, not as neat. Always liked Dick Grayson. He was always the Robin for me. That makes sense. It's like choosing your favorite Doctor Who, For me, Tom Baker is my Doctor Who. Dick Grayson is my Robin. Yes, that's the one true Batman is Adam West. That is true. Adam West is the one true Batman. So Adam West is the only Batman who actually trained with Bruce Lee. And Adam West was the only Batman who was friends with Bruce Lee. So therefore, he is the one true Batman. Flyfox Pro says Tim Drake is all right too. Yeah, he's okay, but he has no real personality. He's just kind of, he's like the blah Robin. Every other Robin has some sort of distinct personality. Tim Drake's personality is like, it's like mayonnaise. It's like meh. You have Jason Todd, who's like sort of like the angry psycho Robin #1. Then you have Damian, who's angry psycho Robin #2. And then you have Dick Grayson, who's like the fun, you know, likable Robin, and then you have Tim Drake, who's just sort of like, you know, what's this thing? I guess he's smart. Maybe he's the smart Robin. I guess. I mean, Damien's I think probably smarter than Tim Drake, but whatever. You know, Tim Drake's cool, but he's just not. There's nothing about him that really sort of stands out to me anyway. Is like, you know, this guy is like really cool. I've never felt the desire to follow the adventures of Tim Drake as Robin. he's just kind of boring. Fox Gaming says my birthday's coming up in August. Oh, cool! Happy birthday early. You excited for the new Batman movie coming out? Asks Awesome Fox Gaming. Which one? Are you talking about the one with Twilight Boy, Sparkle McVampire? No, I am not excited about that. He is a terrible choice to play Batman. It's almost like they're pranking us. It's like another Michael Bendis thing where they're pulling a prank on all the fans of Batman. It's like let's pick the worst person imaginable to play Batman. Hey, we'll pick that geek from Twilight. That'll be funny. It's like, yeah, thanks. We appreciate that. We appreciate you picking like the worst possible guy to play Batman. Michael Keaton says, sorry, Yush says Michael Keaton is a much better actor than Christian Bale. Oh, I don't know about that. Watch Pacific Heights. Well, Pacific Heights is just Michael Keaton again playing a psycho. That's what he does. He does that really well because he's kind of psycho himself. I mean, Batman, he played Bruce Wayne as a psycho. Pacific Heights, he played a psycho. Spider-Man Homecoming, he played a psycho. That's what he does. He plays psychos really good because he's kind of a psycho. I don't really call that great acting. I can't see Michael Keaton playing someone completely different than his own personality like Christian Bale does. Christian Bale can play 5 zillion different types of characters. He reminds me a lot of Gary Oldman in some ways because he's willing to push any sort of boundaries in order to portray a character. Christian Bale's a great actor. He wasn't the best Batman, but he is a good actor, and I think he's definitely a better actor than Michael Keaton. Let's see. George Clooney is second best Batman actor. George Clooney, I feel bad for because I think he would have been a fantastic Batman. He was just stuck with a terrible script. He was a great Bruce Wayne. I mean, he looked just like Bruce Wayne. He acted like Bruce Wayne. The whole charming, smooth guy. I mean, that he was a perfect Bruce Wayne. He would have been a perfect Batman if they took George Clooney and gave him, and hired him instead of Christian Bale. He would have been the perfect Batman. He would have been great. Oh well, it's a shame, but what can you do with the Klondike bar? What would you do? Yeah, what can you do? There's nothing you can do. We got what we got. So, Yash says Christian Bale was good in The Machinist. Christian Bale has been good in everything I've seen him in. I've not seen a movie where Christian Bale was bad. Batman. Him playing Batman was the only role I've seen him in which he did not do a great job. I couldn't stand his Batman voice. It was horrible. And he was good in 2 of the movies. The third movie was just kind of it was okay. I don't know if I blame Christian Bale for that, but yeah, everything he's done. I mean, he's just a phenomenal actor. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even really a Christian Bale fan. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Christian Bale's, really. I mean, I like him. I mean, I like his acting, but I'm not like a fanboy of his. He's just a good actor. Who's your favorite Batman villain? Mine is Scarecrow. Asks Awesome for Gaming. My favorite Batman villain. Okay, it's probably Ra's al Ghul. If I had to pick one, it's not the Joker. I mean, I like the Joker, but the Joker is so overused. He's just like meh. He's just kind of just overused, you know. I've gotten bored with him. But I really like Ra's al Ghul, and I wish they would do him properly in live action. I would love to see uh, a really well done Ra's al Ghul in live action. And I also like Hugo Strange. I like his more intellectual villains, the ones who aren't so much sort of like really sort of obnoxious, like loud, obvious villains. Like the Joker's like very obnoxious. He's very he's just like dresses up in clown makeup and blows things up, kills people. It's like he's not subtle. He's not a subtle villain. I like Batman's more subtle villains. So Ra's al Ghul and Hugo Strange are fall in that category. So I like them. Yeah, oh gosh. Yush, you're weird. Yush says, best actor of all time is Jack Lemmon, in my opinion. Okay. He has a different look than Batman. He doesn't try to act smooth. He always plays a normal, everyday man, but his acting talent was off the charts. He's a good actor. Best actor ever of all time. I don't I cannot agree with that. He was a good actor, good, like you said, everyday character, actor, very solid performer. But you know, I can think of many actors far better than Jack Lemmon. But again, personal opinion. So no one's personal opinion is going to match anyone else's. So your view of Jack Lemmon is just as valid as mine. So yeah, that's cool. I'm glad Jack Lemmon has a lot of fans because he is a really good actor. If you guys haven't seen Glenn Ross, is that how it's pronounced? Watch it. That's Jack Lemmon in it. Great movie. He's got tons of great movies. Ugh, too many. Watch China. There you go. That's it. Glenn Ross. Thank you. Yash says, "Watch China Syndrome." Yeah, yeah. No, he's a good actor. He's a good actor, but he's not the best actor of all time. Um, but he is good. Let me see here. Just trying to figure out the shadows on his Batman's mug. Solaris was a great movie, slow but very good. George Clooney movie. Yeah, I saw parts of Solaris. I've never watched the whole thing through. Um, I should probably watch it. It's kind of like a horror movie, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. Hmm. 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 Oh, up. Timothy Best is here. How you doing? Good seeing you. Says you're still up. Yeah, I'm still up. Night Owl Gang. Yeah. Yes, says I find movies where actors try to act smooth as very cringy, too artificial. Well, yeah, it just depends on the role and the actor. Some roles call for you acting smooth, so you hire an actor who can pull that off. Um, you know, but if you have a movie where the character's supposed to be clumsy and sort of like identifiable to most people, then you know you hire someone who can pull that off. You hire Tom Hanks, or you hire you know Jack Lemmon, or what's his face, what's his name, Jimmy Stewart, or someone like that. Different actors for different roles. They don't all fit the same mold. Hey, Comics Legend, how you doing? Good seeing you. Have you ever tried to create your own superhero? No, not since I was a kid. Because whenever I tried to, it always ended up being an obvious copy of some other character. So I just, if I'm going to create my own superhero, I would like it to be somewhat original, or unless it's done in a way that's an obvious sort of homage to some character, and then maybe I could sort of pull it off and not feel completely ashamed of it. But right now, nah, I tend to draw sort of established characters. I mean, unless I'm doing something for a client, then I'll make something up, and then it'll be obviously be a knockoff, which is fine. But awesome for gaming says, do you live stream a lot, or is this? I guess you can call it a one-time thing. No, I live stream fairly often. I mean, most of my stuff are live streams. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications, because that way you will know when I live stream. Ideally, I'd be live streaming several times a week, but I don't. like I said, I mean, if you check my previous live streams, I mean, I was live streaming for a few times a week, sometimes almost every day a week for a while. But then this thing's gotten away and stuff. So I think last time I live streamed was a week ago, last Monday. So yeah, I try to live stream at least a couple times a week. If I can more, but it just depends. It also depends on my mood. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm kind of an introvert, so I tend to, even if I think about live streaming, I have to sort of force myself to do it. So, but yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications. Make sure the notifications, when you hit the bell, is set for all, ALL, all. And yeah, that way, next time I live stream, you'll be given a heads up. And I am only, I think, 35 subscribers from 600. So if you guys haven't already subscribed, please do help me get to 600 subs. That'd be awesome. And then from there, I hope to get to 1,000. And yeah, that'd be awesome too. That'd be more awesome. That'd be awesomer. So yeah, all I will take, and I need all the support I can get from you guys. So thank you for your help. I'm gonna give him the classic oval, the bat oval around his bat, just because I like it. I miss the oval. The bat circle. All right. All right, let's see. Common Slasher says, "Do it. We only have one life. No fear." Um, yeah, but it's nothing to do with fear. It's just a question of can I come up with something creative? And if I can't, then eh. Um, Timothy Best says, "No, not much options when they are always enticed. There are plenty of options. It's just a question of coming with something new." Common Selection says, "Everything character is influenced by something that came before. Don't worry about it too much. Don't limit yourself." Again, it has nothing to do with limiting myself. It has to do with, can I come with something that is original enough that it's not an obvious knockoff of something else? So, and for me, that takes time. So until I can do it, I'm not doing it. So that's all I got to say about that. As Forrest Gump would say. I think he says that. I think he said that. I'm not sure. But who knows? One day we shall see. All right, that's good enough. Let me start inking it. See what happens. See if I mess it up. See if I mess it up. Bloodfox Pro says, "Is this that new Azrael character?" Yes, it is. He's called Batman. Conversation said, "You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it." Well, I will continue thinking about it, and again, I don't know. We'll see. Now, if my eyes will allow me to do this without messing it up. The good thing about Batman is that he is the Dark Knight, so he has a lot of shadow in him, which makes it perfect for spotting blacks. And I love to spot blacks. I love a good spotted black. When in doubt, black it out. Yeah, yeah. It's a good rule to live by. I just need to master the art of blacking out shadows. I see guys like Mike Mignola. Is that how you pronounce his name? Mike Mignola? Mike Mignola? And what's his name? Alex Toth. Alex Toth. Those guys are just like masters. Well, I guess Mignola he's still alive, so he's still a master of spotting blacks. It's great stuff. I would love to improve my ability to do that. I'm trying to get better, but it's just inking is very hard. It's much harder than I thought it would be. It's not as easy as I made it sound in Chasing Amy. It's not just tracing. Fly Fox Pro says, I am terrible at inking. Well, you can get better. That's the good thing. I mean, I'm still not great at inking. When I see my inks, I still, I mean, you know, it's just I'm not I'm not that good. Comic Selection says, yeah, they're definite masters. Yeah, Keith Somney as well. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just like really good at just laying down almost minimalistic inks, but they know where to put them. Um, it's just a skill you need to practice and to acquire to have the judgment to know when to put down inks, how much, you know. It's just yeah. Just gotta ink more. Gotta ink more. The more you do it, the better you get. I'm trying to watch more YouTube videos about inking, so learn more. As you can tell, well, you may not be able to tell. I'm inking with a brush pen, so I'm trying to improve my brush skills as well, my brush control more than anything else, because it's just I mean I really like the thick and thin variation that you get with brush. It's just I don't have the motor skill control that is required to do brush work really well. I mean, I can do well enough, but it's just I'm much better with a pen, and I would like to get to a point where I can get the look of a pen with a brush and be able to lay down the fine lines that I want. I mean, like you can tell here, like I'm obviously drawing over, you know, and then once I fill it in, you won't be able to tell, but it's just a lot of short lines that are sort of put together to make it look smooth. So, Comics Legend says, do you use a separate brush to fill in the big areas or the same brush? Yeah, I use a this is a brush pen. This is a thin line brush pen. I use it for thin lines. To fill in the areas, I use this Pentel brush pen for the large areas, and it's much faster. You know, it's just whoop, 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 filled in. The Pentel's great, but I don't have enough control to do fine lines with it. So even though I guess it can make fine lines in the right hands, those hands are not mine. So I stick with using the brush pen to fill in large areas like this, and then for the actual line work itself, I use the thin line brush pen for the detail. It's like using a hammer and a chisel. This is the hammer. Actually, I need to get to the edge of the paper, so I need to take it off the board for a second, so I can just fill that in. Doink, 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 doink. There we go. That's good. And then fill all this in, blah, blah, blah. Do all that, do that. And then once it gets to the edge, if it gets too close, I'll come in with the thin line and then fill in that area. Because, like I said, I don't have enough control with this thicker brush pen. I guess I don't trust myself enough to get it right. So I'll get it close and then I'll go back and fill it in. Whoop, ah. There we go. There we go. And luckily, these brush pens, like this Pentel brush pen, is refillable, and they have cartridges inside that allow you to refill it with ink. So once it runs out, I can just put in a new cartridge, or actually refill this cartridge with ink, and then it's as good as new. Fly Fox Pro says, I have some nibs, but I keep forgetting to buy a holder for them. Yeah, you need a holder for the nibs. It's kind of hard to hold the nibs just in your hand and ink with it. Comic Collection says, do you miss drawing Spawn? Not really, because I only drew him for that one book, and so I think my wife's up. I only drew him for that one book, so I never really got attached to the character, and he was very detailed, very detail heavy, or fairly detail heavy. I mean, with all those chains and everything. So, yeah, I mean, he was fun to draw, but I don't really miss drawing him. I find characters like Batman and Superman like much more fun to draw because they're kind of simple, you know. With Spawn, it's like you have to, at least I do. I need like reference in front of me to like make sure I have all those details right. You know, Batman is he's so it's kind of basic. I mean, it's not, you don't really need. Well, I guess maybe with the new versions of him, where they have all this weird piping on his costume and all these sort of extraneous knickknacks they've thrown on top of him. But the basic Batman character is pretty simple. Yash says, "What industry in art can you make a good living? My 4-year-old daughter seems to love drawing." I think things will change by the time your 4-year-old is ready to work. I mean, I would say get into computer art if you want to make a good living. There's tons of different things you can do with computer art, whether it's animation, computer animation, or sort of cartoon animation on a computer, or tons of things. graphic design. It's, you know, tons of stuff. I would say one thing that will probably be useful is, you know, learning web design. You know, I would recommend that for someone wanting to probably make a living in art. It's the problem is that it's so hard to, at least for me, it's hard to keep up with everything that changes with web design. So it's almost a headache. Which is why I never really got into web design. um, Comment Selection says, I hated the redesigns of the Justice League by Jim Lee. Too much useless detail. Yes, yes, indeed. Comment Selection says, have them become a programmer instead. Well, I mean, if you're going into art, I mean, I think web design is good, but you know, you need to know programming as well. So, but again, I mean, things change so quickly that, you know, by the time a 4-year-old is like, you know, 18, you know, 14 years, 15 years, things are going to be completely different. I mean, you look between the, you know, say 1980 and 1995, you know, that 15-year period, everything changed. The stuff you learned, you know, in 1980 were kind of useless in 1995 in terms of you know, computer stuff. So um, you know, it's coding is boring as hell. It is, unless you have that mindset. I mean, it takes a certain type of person to code and to enjoy doing it. So you know, hey Fly Fox Pro, you have a great night. Go to bed, sleep well. It's 5 o'clock, dag nabbit. I've been up for an hour. Holy mackerel. I've been drawing for almost an hour. Comic Selection says it's very boring, but they make around 90K a year minimum. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, do it. You know, do it for a few years, make a lot of money. You know, and then move on to something else if you like. All right, let's see. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. How's that? That better? That's better. Oh my gosh, terrible. Um, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yash says, who wants to wake up to an incredibly boring job day in and day out just to make more money? Yes, you might get rich, but you will hate your life. Not worth it. Comic Legend says you can do it for a while, save money, then do what you like. You have to make sacrifices in life. That is correct. You cannot always do what you want to do in life. Sometimes you must do what it takes to make money, feed your family, you know, pay your bills, so on and so forth. I am very fortunate to be able to do what I love to do for a living, but that is the I think that's the exception more than the rule. Most people don't necessarily do what they love for a living just because they can't afford to. They have responsibilities that they need to fulfill. So um, yeah, and that is completely understandable, and I thank God for it also, because how many people grow up wanting to clean sewers for a living, but someone has to clean sewers? How many people grow up wanting to be a roofer in 95-degree plus weather in Florida? Not that many people, but it needs to be done. So I am a big supporter of people who not only who don't necessarily do what they want to do for a living, but do it anyway, just because they have to, because we all depend on them. It's this stuff is fun, it's cool, but this isn't like this isn't really a necessary um, job. I'm happy that people enjoy it, and they're able to get you know willing to pay me to do it for various advertising and stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't always do what we want when we want to do it with work. All right. Yush says the issue is people who hate their jobs tend to do uh, crappy at their jobs. That's not necessarily true. There should be at least some level of interest. I did hard labor in metal shops, but I enjoy certain aspects of it. Mainly, I got to make things. Yeah. Well, I think everyone who does something, they may not be their life's dream. They find some enjoyment with the job, some satisfaction with the job. I don't think that they do a crappy job at it just because it's not their dream job. You know, because if they did a crappy job, they wouldn't have the job for long, and most people need their job to support themselves and their family. So they have a vested interest in not doing a crappy job. Hmm. I want to use a brush for this, but I think I'm going to go in and do it with the pen. Do it with le pen. Hmm. Hey, Comic Selection, you have a good night. Take care and stay safe as well. Hope you have a great week. right, let's see. Hmm. 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 Up. Yesh says November 4th, the pandemic ends. Woohoo! Oh, I think that's a not so veiled reference to um, his suspicion that the all the fervor about the danger of the pandemic will end after the election. That I guess if Biden wins, that all of a sudden the pandemic will no longer be a threat. So, which may be true. Who knows? Who knows? But all right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yash says even if Trump wins, and he most likely will, there is no point to keep everything shut down anymore because he guaranteed another 4 years. Um, yeah, okay, but I don't think everything's going to be shut down. Well, I guess you're talking about states like yours that are sort of run by Democrats. You're saying that they're going to stay shut down until November 4th. I don't know. That's up. Yeah, yeah. They may. I guess if your governor's determined on making people's lives miserable until election day, in order to, I guess, sway voters, convince voters of the state that it's Trump's fault that they're choosing to keep your state shut down, then I don't know. You may want to think about moving. You may want to think about moving to a better state. Um, that's why I never really consider moving to the West Coast, because it's just like the the people who run those states, whether it's California or Washington or Oregon, they're so screwed up in the head. It's I don't they're willing to screw over their own citizens just to make stupid political points. And to me, it's just like, why would I want to live there? Like with the whole Seattle thing with what was it called, Chaz or Chad or Chop or whatever they called it. They're letting scumbags like run the streets in Seattle. Is Seattle the capital of Washington? I can't remember. I can't remember if that's the capital of Washington or not. But it's a major city in Washington, and they just handed that like a 6-block area of it, and all the poor businesses and citizens who live there over to like just thugs and gangs of punks, and the police left. How many people ended up getting killed there? Like four people ended up getting killed over that like 3-week period. It's just like nonsense. I don't understand why that mayor is still in office. How have they not like dragged her out of office and thrown her in jail for that level of incompetence and corruption? But I don't live there, so Olympia. Okay, that's what I thought. Why was I thinking that Olympia was the capital of Alaska? No, that's Juneau. Juneau's the capital of Alaska. I was thinking Olympia, and then Seattle came to mind for some reason. My 4th grade education has failed me yet again. I've forgotten all the capitals of the states. Why? uh, um, Yes says idiot libs keep her in office, unfortunately. Yeah, well, like I said, I would end up moving because it's like New York City. You have idiots hiring idiots to run New York City, and it just ends up hurting everybody. So why would you stay? Why would you stay? Okay, good. I have to keep on checking to make sure the thing is showing up on camera. I'm not like drawing off screen. Oh, Yash says, but after Trump wins, get ready for nationwide riots. The idiot libs will go nuts. Well, we already have nationwide riots. I don't know. I'm assuming that, if Trump wins re-election, yes, people will riot because they're morons and they're unable to deal with things in a mature adult way. They've been rioting and acting up, protesting, screaming, screeching, yelling at the sky since the day he won office. So that won't change. But I'm guessing that he will have the National Guard and out to ready in case that happens. So I'm not too concerned. It's just that when you have a good portion of the population acting like nothing more than full-grown toddlers, it's always a problem, especially when those toddlers want to elect someone into office. It's like the toddlers are usually not the best judges of character or who is the best or people to judge who's the best person to run something. That's why you don't have toddlers. You don't give toddlers any power. And unfortunately, we have a lot of toddlers adult toddlers in the country now. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It's getting there. Getting there. Yash says, yes, it sucks that our government of the state is very liberal. You got to vote them out. You got to get the government that you vote for. So you want to change, you gotta take action. You gotta get involved and vote them out, or else nothing will ever change. Mm, mm, mm. All right. See if I have enough ink in here. I think I do. Yeah, I have enough ink. Luckily, this brush pen lasts a good long time. Let me just shake it a little. Make sure that the ink flows. It's good. Have any of you guys watched the new show Stargirl yet? I'm still watching it. I think what is it, 8 episodes in, and it's still a really good show. It is unlike the CW shows, as no sort of stupidity. No, well, it's a superhero show, so there's some stupidity, but it's not there's no like annoying like sort of politics in it. It's just a straight superhero show. And it's really well done. I was really impressed with it. So great action. Um, you know, very entertaining. Unfortunately, it's going to move to the CW next year. This first season, it was on the was it DC Universe um, station streaming service, and so I think that's why it's so good. I mean, all the other shows that were also on that streaming service, especially Swamp Thing, were excellent. I mean, Titans was okay, um, but the Stargirl was very good, very solid, very. I've been pleasantly surprised by it. So I'm hoping that it continues to be as good as it has been. But like I said, when it starts to be on the CW next year, I have a feeling that it's just gonna quality's just gonna go right down to pooper. so I'm enjoying this first season while it's still good. And it's sort of like Constantine, which was a great show on NBC, and also Supergirl. Supergirl was decent. Its first season on CBS, but as soon as they both came to the CW, they both quality, and in terms of the characterizations of the characters, just went completely garbage. So this is CW is just a really bad station for shows. Yash says Pigman was the best in the original Swamp Thing movie. Man, Bear, Pig. Oh, you're talking about Yash is talking about the Arcane character. He turned into like some sort of weird um, furry creature at the end of the movie. It's pretty bad. But now, if you watch the new Swamp Thing TV show, there's only one season of it. It was last year. It was very good. So. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, she actually loved that fight scene between Swamp Thing and Man Bear Pig. No, yeah, I guess it was okay for 1980. It's pretty. Or when was that made? 1980, 1982, somewhere around there. But it was an okay movie. It wasn't great. All right, I think I'm done. Almost, pretty much, mostly. Let me erase these lines. That's a good thing about Batman. It's like he's so simple to draw. I mean, relatively, that it doesn't take me forever to do it. Um, Yash asks, is Green Goblin a powerful superhero? He's not a superhero. He's a villain. Is he powerful? I guess. I mean, meh. He's sort of like a cross between Lex Luthor and I don't know what can I compare him to. I mean, he has powers, but his main power is that he's a super genius and he's evil. That's his main power. So, in terms of like actual strength, he's he's kind of strong, but he gets he gets beaten on a regular basis by Spider-Man. So, um, he's never gonna be like a he's not like the Hulk or anything. He's just he's kind of strong. His main power is that he's an evil genius, and he's always plotting and you know trying to ruin people's lives and stuff. So, hey, John Diller's here. How you doing? Um, John Diller says, "Why do all your drawings look so boring?" I don't know. Where are the guns? Where are the where are the titties? Um, how about Morbius? How about him? I mean, he's kind of Morbius is just basically it's basically like a vampire, but he's not like a. Is he strong? He's not really strong. He's just kind of he's sort of like a angsty vampire. He's always complaining. He's like, "Oh, I'm a vampire. Oh no, oh, I just want people to like me." So, it's kind of lame. So that's why you don't really see any comic books about him. He's just, he's not that interesting. Mel says Spider-Man is pretty strong though. He can chuck the engine and the locomotive at you. No hope, but that still is really strong. Yeah, I know, but we were talking about the Green Goblin. I mean, Green Goblin, he's not as strong as Spider-Man, so it's like I don't really. He's not that powerful. He's smart. I mean, he's stronger than an average person, but his main strength is like Lex Luthor is his brain. That's his thing. So Godzilla still wins as usual. Yes, Godzilla wins. Yes. Um, Spider-Man looks like he would break his wrist if he punched you. That is true, but then he would end up breaking your jaw, and his wrist would be fine. So he would be a surprising opponent. As Flash Thompson has found out many a time. I'm trying to think, what should I do with this? Should I add anything else to it? Eh. I think that's good enough. Eh. I know what I'll add. Yes, the bat signal. I'm going to add the bat signal. Hey, the animated one is here. Oh my gosh, long time no see. How you doing? It's summer, so I assume you're on vacation. You're not in school right now. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying out of trouble. Hope you are staying healthy and minding your P's and Q's. Marvel's Diller says Spider-Man is OP. No, he's not. Come on. He's not overpowered. Marvel's Godzilla scales directly to Thor, capping at the 80s, says Metal. Okay. I'm not that familiar with Marvel's version of Godzilla. His head looks too short. Okay. And Dillard also says, add some titties. The animated one says, I'm good, just woke up. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. So oh dang man, you're in bed late. Yeah, you have the same hours I do. Go to bed, wake up at 11, or 11:30 or whatever. Dylan says make it taller. Godzilla comics are the best when you are high. She says yes, trust me. Okay, I'll take a word for it. All right, let me finish drawing this bat signal. How should this look? Oh my gosh, bat signal. I think I have to draw another circle. Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. I knew I should have just stopped. Should have stopped when I was ahead. Should have quit when I was ahead. All right. Is that okay? That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Huh. Hmm. The animated one says, Batman's looking awesome. Thank you very much. The animated one. I knew I shouldn't listen to John Dillard. John Dillard likes to say stuff that is not necessarily true, hoping that I will believe him. But I'm learning. I'm learning not to take everything John Dillard says as gospel. So that's why when John Dillard told me to give him my social security number, I said, let me think about it, because I wasn't quite sure whether or not I could trust whether he would use it for good or evil. So you never know with John Dillard. You never know. Um, Jimbo says Godzilla should be able to beat up all superheroes unless the artist draws it differently. Huh, interesting. I don't think Godzilla could beat the Hulk. I don't know. And I don't know if he can beat Thor, because Thor is a god of thunder, and he should be able to beat Godzilla. Actually, there are a number of characters that Godzilla probably could not beat. Godzilla could not beat Galactus. Galactus would just eat Godzilla. So the mail says Godzilla did beat the Hulk. It happened. When did it happen? Was this like 1979 when like Batman was able to beat the Hulk? I mean, it's kind of like, the Hulk. The Hulk has been beaten by some pretty lame characters in the past. You know, but in terms of what the Hulk is supposed to be able to do, someone like Batman should not be able to beat the Hulk by kicking him in the stomach. Okay, but that happened. So I think that a lot of things in comics don't really make sense. Um, Awesome Fox Gaming says hi back. Hello. Yeah, it's 5:40. 3. I've been drawing for almost 2 hours. What the frick? Hour and a half? Hour and a half. What the frick? I've been drawing for an hour and a half. All right, let me finish this. And I can let you guys go to bed, and I can go to bed, and then we can start our weeks. Start our week off right. Let's see. How does this look? This look ridiculous? It looks okay. It doesn't look bad. I've drawn worse. Trust me, I've drawn worse. Let me see here. Yash says Godzilla is my favorite character. Yes, I can tell. And ideally, Yash would be watching a Godzilla movie starring Jack Lemmon as Godzilla. Though Marvel's Godzilla is way stronger than any other version of Godzilla by a huge margin. I don't know. I've been watching a Godzilla anime over the past year or so. It's computer drawn, but that Godzilla is like OP. It's like, I mean, he's like taking over the entire planet. He chased humanity off the planet. He was so powerful. Humanity came back, I think, like, I don't know, like a century or two later, a couple centuries later, hoping that Godzilla had died, but Godzilla's still alive, and he's like stronger than ever. It's I've seen some pretty powerful versions of Godzilla in at least in the anime, where they make that character like he's basically the god of the planet. He everything on the planet, like, sort of bends to his will. The metal says Swamp Thing curb stomps Godzilla, though. I would imagine that would be true. Yeah, I mean the Swamp Thing is like that's a character who's like overpowered. I mean, but luckily they don't really use him that much. I mean, they kind of just his personality is like he doesn't do anything much, or else he could basically take over the entire planet. Yash says, no, not the Swamp Thing thing. That is not true. Godzilla still wins. I don't think Yash knows how powerful Swamp Thing is. Swamp Thing could pretty much tear Godzilla inside out. It would not be difficult for him. And again, I'm not. You guys can't see what I'm doing. It's like it's all off screen. Hold on. Sorry. Is that better? That's a little better. Sorry about that. John Diller says, "Looks like Swamp Thing curb stomped Batman's head." I don't think that would be the first time he'd done that. He did that back in the 70s, I think. Was it 70s, or maybe it was the 80s when he sort of slapped Batman around a little for I think they arrested his girlfriend Abby and in Gotham City, and Swamp Thing was not happy about it. So he had to go to Gotham and show them who's boss, give them what fur. Yash says, so I canceled my statues. Too much money, but I did keep my Godzilla statue, of course. Well, that's good. Yeah, statues cost way too much. That's why I never. That's part of the reason why I never got into them. Also the space, but I mean, my friend John collects statues, and he's like, he would tell me like, yeah, this statue costs $395. This statue cost me $600. I'm just like, what? Why are you wasting that much money on statue? What does it do other than just stand there collecting dust? What does it do? It looks nice, but does it look $600 worth of nice? Does it move? Does it come to life at night? When you feed it water, what happens? I don't understand. I do not understand. Um, no, not you, John Diller. No. John says, I don't collect statues and I'm not your friend. John is nobody's friend. Friends are liabilities, right, John? Friends make you weak. But yeah, I never. I mean, I get the appeal of statues. I just don't get the appeal of spending hundreds of dollars on statues. I mean, I'll spend hundreds of dollars on a new TV to replace my broken TV because I'll have that TV for hopefully, 10 years, and I'll be watching tons of shows and movies on it. So it'll pay, it'll be worth, $400. For me, spending $400, $600 on a statue that's not going to do anything is not worth it to me. But again, I waste money on comic books, so who am I to talk? I shudder to think how many hundreds or thousands, actually thousands of dollars over the years I've wasted on comic books. And people will say, why would you waste thousands of dollars on comic books? What does that do for you? I don't know. At least I can read a comic book. You can't really read, look at a statue, but I can look at a statue online without, paying any money for it. So I don't know. Everybody's different. I'm not your buddy friend. I'm not your friend guy. I'm not your friend pal. I'm not your guy buddy. I got the red Time Ranger statue for $20, says Timothy Best. He has very good posability. Okay, cool. That's cool. I mean, if you can pose your character or move it around, I can understand that. But a lot of these sort of static statues is in one pose. You can't repose it. So I don't know. Again, I mean, if you have the money and if that's your interest, and I can't criticize anyone for doing it. I wouldn't do it myself. But again, I'm not into statues. So just like I'm not into sports, it's like, why would someone waste all that time watching sports or buying tickets to sports games? It's like, if they like sports, that's what they do. I'm not into sports, so I don't personally understand it, but I understand people's interest in various things because I'm the same way, except with different things. So I can't rag on people too much about that. Almost done. All right, let's see. Let me do this top line first. All right, there we go. Doesn't look too bad, does it? It's not horrible. All right, let me sign it. 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 Yash says, I don't think Jason's getting our South Park references. No, I'm not. I don't really watch South Park. I mean, I've seen it, but it's kind of, it's not my cup of tea. John Diller says, looks great. Love it. All of it. I'm not sure if John Diller is being earnest or not. I'll assume that he is and take the compliment. Let me sign it here. And just 720. They don't need the exact day. That's not that important. And there you go. It's Batman. It's Batman. 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 Anyway, that's it. Hope you all liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me scribble on it, and try to work it out. I think I'm gonna head on to bed. It's 6 a.m. I gotta go to bed. My wife's getting up for work soon, so. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. 35 subscribers, if no one's dumped me in the last 2 hours, from reaching 600 subs. And yeah, make sure to hit the like button also, please. If you haven't, give this live stream a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you liked it. And please, what else? Hit the bell for notifications, subscribe, thumbs up. Guess that's it. And make sure when you hit the bell, make sure you hit all so that you get all notifications. I think that's it. I'm probably forgetting something. Oh well. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you soon. And I'll be in and around, out and about. If you want your own drawing like this, your own commission drawing, drawn by these gnarled hands, contact me. All my contact info is down below in the description. You can contact me via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, Instagram too. Just DM me and let me know what you want me to draw, and I will send you a price list, and then you can choose what you want me to draw, and I will do it for money, and then I will send you the original art in the mail, and you can have it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can even have it tattooed on your face if you like. That'd be cool. And then take a picture and send it to me, and then I'll show everybody. That'd be awesome. So anyway, guys, take care. Thanks again for watching. And I'll talk to you later. All right, stay out of trouble. Bye bye.